Welcome, business students. Look, if you're stepping into the corporate world in the next couple of years, the landscape of leadership and decision-making is already fundamentally different than it was even a decade ago. Today in this explainer, we're exploring the 5-tier AI capability model and how it is rapidly revolutionizing management and strategy. We're going to look at exactly how artificial intelligence is transforming from just a simple background tool into a highly active, strategic partner.
Okay, so let's dive into this by first grounding ourselves in the core management loop that AI actually aims to enhance. Now, no matter what company you end up working for, management really boils down to 4 continuous steps. Analyze a situation, plan your strategic options, execute the chosen path, and evaluate the results. You're going to want to keep this loop in mind because every single level of AI we discuss today is explicitly designed to accelerate and sharpen these exact 4 steps.
All right, so here is our agenda for this explainer. We've got 1, traditional AI, 2, generative AI, 3, multimodal AI, 4, AI agents, and finally 5, agentic AI. Let's jump in.
This complete strategic roadmap visually demonstrates how these AI capabilities build upon each other to transform business success. It's really cool. The progression seamlessly integrates people, processes, and technology, wrapping entirely around that core analyze, plan, execute, and evaluate loop. It's essentially a complete living ecosystem. Okay, rung 1 on the ladder, traditional AI, which is all about mastering prediction. At its core, traditional AI serves to help managers make significantly better strategic decisions by leveraging prediction and pattern recognition. Now, it doesn't create new things. Instead, it looks at absolute mountains of historical data to figure out what is most likely to happen next. As a manager, having this level of foresight is essentially like having a highly advanced radar system for your business.
So, traditional AI moves you from guessing to knowing. It connects the dots between predicting market demand and identifying subtle customer trends, while also proactively scoring investment opportunities. And on the defensive side, well, it supports competitor analysis, estimates business risks, and detects early warning signals before a crisis even hits. This completely shifts management from being reactive to being highly proactive.
Just look at how industry giants apply this. Amazon uses traditional AI across their massive logistics network to power smart recommendations and to set dynamic pricing that responds to market demand in real time. Netflix, on the other hand, relies on it heavily for user profile analysis and those personalized recommendations we all know. In both of these cases, the pattern recognition drives massive strategic advantage and customer engagement.
Moving right along to Tier 2, generative AI, focusing on crafting strategy.
Generative AI essentially acts as a high-powered assistant, helping managers analyze, communicate, and actively develop new strategic options. Instead of just giving you a trend line, this level of AI can actually help you generate the narrative around that trend line. It perfectly bridges the gap between raw data and human communication.
Let's contrast how 2 elite consulting firms leverage this capability. Since you're third-year business students, I know a lot of you might be looking at firms just like these. McKinsey uses their proprietary AI Lily to support consultants with rapid knowledge search, synthesis, and analysis across their entire historical archive. Boston Consulting Group takes a really similar path, embedding generative AI directly into their strategy support workflows to help their teams research, synthesize, and recommend strategic direction at record speeds.
In everyday tactical applications for you as a future manager, you can use generative AI to rapidly draft strategy memos, generate complex scenario narratives, summarize competitor moves, and create SWOT-style first drafts. Basically, it takes the heavy lifting out of that initial blank page phase, allowing you to spend your time refining and perfecting rather than just starting from scratch.
Okay, hitting Tier 3 now, multimodal AI. This one is about connecting the dots.
Think about how the human brain works, right? You don't just read text, you look at pictures, you hear sounds, you understand spatial maps. Multimodal AI bridges this gap, helping leaders interpret entirely different forms of strategic information, like sales dashboards, geographic maps, and video feedback, together in one unified context.
The real magic happens when these diverse inputs combine. Connecting operational dashboard data with customer sentiment extracted from video and text empowers leaders to see a much fuller picture. So, if you're conducting a market entry analysis, multimodal AI allows you to weigh geographic map data against written customer feedback simultaneously. You get this holistic view that was previously, frankly, impossible to process so quickly.
Looking at the real-world evidence here, Palantir provides incredible platforms connecting structured operational data with unstructured data, like images and field reports, for complex decision-making. Meanwhile, over in the consumer goods space, Unilever uses multimodal AI to deeply understand consumer trends, combining text, video, and numerical data to evaluate brand performance and market behavior in real time.
Scaling up to Tier 4, AI agents, which is all about automating tasks.
Instead of just functioning as a chatbot waiting around for a prompt, AI agents actively support management tasks by autonomously using your business tools and preparing ready-to-execute decisions. They literally have a degree of agency. They can navigate through your software ecosystem to get a job done, and unlike your human colleagues, they never, ever need a coffee break to do it.
These agents actually take direct action. They'll pull data from multiple internal systems to collect market information and summarize competitor updates. They build draft reports, send out meeting summaries, create follow-up tasks, and update your project trackers automatically. Imagine having a tireless digital chief of staff whose sole job is to keep your management operations running flawlessly.
And this technology is becoming incredibly accessible. Microsoft 365 Copilot and ServiceNow deploy these agents to automate workflows directly inside the documents, emails, and productivity tools managers use every single day. The agent sits right inside your Word document, Excel spreadsheet, or Teams meeting, totally ready to analyze, prepare, recommend, and act across your entire management dashboard.
And here we are, Tier 5, the absolute top of the evolutionary ladder, Agentic AI, coordinating workflows.
Agentic AI represents a massive, massive leap. It doesn't just complete a single task. It can pursue broader, multi-step management goals and independently coordinate entire strategic workflows. You basically give it a high-level objective, and it figures out the subtasks, assigns them to other AI agents, monitors the progress, and then adjusts the plan as needed. It's wild.
When we compare industry leaders pushing this frontier, Palantir's Artificial Intelligence Platform, or AIP, supports massive enterprise-wide decision workflows and operational planning. On the other side of things, Microsoft Copilot Studio empowers organizations to custom-build their own interconnected agents for specific enterprise workflows and management tasks. It's really about orchestrating a symphony of AI tools to achieve a complex strategic goal.
Notice the sheer executive power of agentic AI in this workflow. The AI continuously monitors market signals, automatically identifies risks and opportunities, coordinates analysis across multiple sub-agents, and revises plans when new data appears. But crucially, it practices executive escalation, meaning it handles the routine, complex coordination, but escalates the major, high-stakes decisions right back up to you, the human executive.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a really critical question to ponder for your future careers. As agentic AI increasingly coordinates entire strategic workflows, how will your role as a human manager evolve in the next 5 years? What will be your unique, irreplaceable value? Well, I'll give you a hint. It won't be data processing. It's going to be empathy, ethical judgment, leadership, and visionary creativity. Start cultivating those skills right now. Thanks so much for joining me on this climb up the AI ladder, and I'll see you in the next explainer.